Well, talking about international, I want to touch on a couple of points here. But just starting with what you were just talking about some of the struggles that you guys are having back home. For folks who do not know, I am based in the United States here. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and I am involved in Gambian basketball as well. So just coming back to that, um, there are lots of Gambian former players and people who are interested in basketball who reside here in the United States, Europe, Asia, all around the world. Some of them may be listening to this. You know, what is it that you would like them to know about basketball that they left back home and what basketball is now? And if they want to support basketball, what are the channels that they need to go through to be able to, talk to the right people, get in touch with the right folks, and just make sure that, everything that is being done, is supposed to be done and it's done in the right way?
Well, for some of them, it's actually disheartening. The reason being that a large majority of the people, the basketball players who left this country to basketball scholarships.
Yes.
And basketball sponsorships. And they are well aware of the situation on the ground. And I don't know, maybe for the former executive, which was here about 6, 7 years ago, but in my term, I haven't had one single person come out to say, hey, would like to contribute in this way or in that way. And we do have a group chat where there are former basketball players. And every time that at the last competitions, I actually posted pictures so that they could see not one single comment. The time that we're facing severe financial difficulties and needed to send the kids out to go play in the Congos as well, we put out, help out there. We called for help and support in promoting the game to get these kids to go play. Nothing. I think the only person who actually came up with a donation, and I'd like to thank and commend him for it, who was a former player and a former sportsman, was Usman Salah. He has done so much when it comes to trying to put people out there, but the rest of them have not really looked back at what they left behind. And the reason why, I don't know. But having said that, we're not going to relent. We will not relent in looking for the help that we need. And if any of them happens to listen to this cast, then I hope that it creates an opportunity where they can send their minds back home. And we're here. The entire executive is here. This is a very, very transparent executive. Anything that is put on the table will be made known to every single person, every single stakeholder in basketball. So anybody who chooses to help us, who decides to help us, who wants to help us, please feel free. I mean, you can call us. And at the end of the cast, we'll put numbers where you can call. You could send us emails. I mean, you could WhatsApp us. We're available. I am available. My Aliou Nyan is available. Other members of the executive are equally available. And these are all people that some of the players who've left the Gambia know. They know well. They know people like Aliou Nyan and have played with Aliou Nyan, who is now the Secretary General of the GBA. So if anybody out there is interested in helping, and I do hope that they are, please give us a call. We need it. What you left back home, you will come find in a worse situation. So please help if you can. That's the appeal I like to put out there.
Well, that's why we're doing this, to try to change, what's been going on back home, to try to make it better. Because most of us here, just like you said, some of us came here through basketball scholarships. I did not, but I know a lot of my, some of my friends, people I used to play with, that came here through basketball scholarships. So if any of them, is listening to this, I'm just going to tell you, just try to look back. If there's anything that you can do, it doesn't have to be physical cash. It can be, materials, supplies, or anything that you can do to help basketball back home. Because if you do it, you're not doing it for the GBA. You're not doing it for Mr. Sengor or anybody. You are just doing it for the whole country, and for the kids out there. So that's just my appeal to anybody that's listening to this that wants to help. And just like you said, Mr. Sengor, I will put numbers here where that people can see and reach out to you guys, either you or how to call it, Alunyan, or even Savage. Savage is somebody who has been playing for so many years. Most people who played in the 90s and the 2000s, they know who Omar Savage is. So, I mean, these are all reputable people who have dedicated their lives to the game of basketball. So I'll put the numbers out there, and anybody who wants to reach out can reach out.